I've learnt a lot from starting my SMMA all the way back in 2018 till now, and it wasn't until July 15th of 2020 things really clicked for me. Before 2020, I was like majority of the people out there saying, we can help your business grow using Facebook ads, and while I did scale to about 14K per month, it was always a grind. I took hundreds and probably even thousands of sales calls, and most of them ended in failure until I learned some key concepts I want to share in this video. When I was getting started, I did what most people did, tell local businesses I could help them grow using Facebook ads, but the problem was that's not really an offer. I mean, what are they actually getting? I don't even think many agencies know the answer to this question, and it's why many struggle. Now, you can 100% still get clients doing this, even in 2023, but it's going to require brute force. For me, I thought I was selling what they wanted, but all I was doing is regurgitating marketing jargon that they didn't care about. I was no different to the other 17 agencies that already had spoken to them. I pitched how we could help them get their ads set up chatbots for them, do retargeting, and how we can create custom audiences for them, and just things they really didn't give a shit about. Seriously, I was overcomplicating the process. The secret to all my success was pivoting to having one offer. I was so focused on providing all these different services to the real estate industry when they only really cared about one thing, and that was quality leads, which would result in listings. Most of the agents I talked to already had worked with agencies like myself in the past and had been burnt out of thousands of dollars and took months to get results, if they even got them at all. I recommend everyone having some sort of guarantee incorporated into their offer, so there is no risk on the business owner. Now, here's the thing. Don't just go out and copy everyone. Actually use your brain and come up with something. How I do this if I'm going into a new industry is simply just speak with business owners. Understand their pains, problems, what they need help with, what they normally do to get clients, and really immerse yourself into their business. So from here, come up with some sort of offer and go back to these people with it. Stop wasting your time creating landing pages or websites or Facebook pages when nothing is tested yet. Put the offer into the marketplace, because if it is good, you're going to have businesses flocking to you. There will be no need to sell and everything will go very smoothly. This is all about being unique. The niches I've found that work best in 2023 are the ones that are a little bit different and people don't really think too much of, and it can even be a sub niche of a larger niche, if that makes sense. For example, now if you go into real estate and say, hey, yeah, I can guarantee you 10 leads, you'll be up against hundreds of other agencies. Yes, you might get through at times. However, it's far easier to go into a market that isn't well known or isn't too sexy. Now, the offer itself has to be unique, right? When I put mine out in 2020, no one in Australia was doing it, which allowed me to scale so quickly. Yes, things are a little bit more challenging now, but that's only because people are using the same sort of offer that worked 2 years ago and wonder why they're kind of struggling. Create something new and find a different way to solve their problem, because I promise you, if you do, you'll make more money than you could ever imagine. It completely changes the dynamic of the sales call. You'll go from struggling to get sales, prospects giving you all of the objections you can think of, to a simple 15-minute call, them ready to pull the trigger, giving you the card and giving you money over the phone. It's a complete night and day difference, because the first way, the traditional way, there's a lot of factors involved. The timing has to be right for them. They've got to have the need for the marketing right now. There's got to be a sense of urgency. It's like convenience services, right? Such as social media management, some video editing, and all of that. So my editor, he's good. We've got a good relationship, but he DM'd me on Instagram and he came in at the perfect time, because I needed someone that day. Like, I needed someone right now. This does happen, but it's not frequent. Now I get maybe 1 to 3 messages every single day offering editing or short form content, and they're all the exact same. And I'm not going to respond to that. Whereas my editor, he stood out and he said, look, I'm going to do a video for free, and if you like it, then we can continue. He could even make an offer that's even more enticing by saying, hey, look, if my videos don't perform as well as the current ones, then I'm not going to charge you. So that gives him an extra incentive to do better, and it makes me think, wow, okay, this guy's very confident in his ability. It's the same service, but he's tweaking his offer. If you go into a blue ocean, you have to have a good offer. And remember, you're finding this out by just speaking to people in that industry. The next thing I want to talk about is sales and outreach. Look, I've said this time and time again, but your job is to get clients, plain and simple. Do you know what my day mostly consists of? Sales calls. I sit at my desk right here and get on calls most of the day. Between coaching clients and new prospects, I'm on calls because it's what's going to move my business forward. Plus, I just like talking to people. When I'm not on sales calls, I'm preparing content like this, so I get more calls. This is what you need to focus on. Sales, sales, sales. Now, yes, eventually you can have a sales rep and start hiring people, but to begin with, it's just going to be you. Closing isn't about some technique or some hack. It's about confidence. If you are confident, you'll get the deal. This goes for anything. Let me give you an example. I was walking around this really nice shop with my best friend, right? And seeing this incredibly attractive woman. I mean, stunning. Of course, as guys, most of us are gonna get nervous, but I thought, fuck it, what's the worst that can happen? I introduced myself, I was confident, I came in, bam, got her number, took her out for dinner the next night. And again, I approached other women, and of course, I failed many times, but it's not about how attractive you are. If you swoop in and have the energy, you have the confidence, you will be successful. We're attracted to confidence. And that's where con men come from. The confidence man. You need to become the authority in your marketplace. So when you speak, people listen. This takes time, but something you should be working on from day one. By having a unique offer, this will help you pique people's interest in what you do and how you can help them. You don't have to be a good salesperson to close deals if your offer is good, because it should do 95% of the selling for you.